two for today. No crazy intro either. I got a lot to talk about because a lot of things have changed and a lot of people have become available. So let's jump into this. What is up, Finn fans? Like I said, two for today. If you haven't yet, go check out the first video today and then watch this one, or watch this one, but then also don't forget to check out the first one. Help a brother out. A lot of things have happened today. We got an idea of how much the Dolphins have saved by restructuring Bradley Chubb's contract, and there's a huge chunk of new free agents that are available. Some of them available ASAP. They were cut, which is going to be very interesting to see how that all pans out. But first, I do have to shout out today's sponsor, and that is Clean the World. Clean the World, an organization created by Sean Seipler, goes around to so many different hotels, repurposing soap for these kits that go out to people dealing with natural disasters, third world countries, the homeless. He has gone to hundreds of countries, have given up millions of these kits and helped so many people. He's been doing it for 16 years. This year was his 16th year doing it. Go check him out, cleantheworld.org, and support if you can. So let's jump into this. First, let's talk about Bradley Chubb's new contract. So they restructured him, and it's going to clear up $16.3 million in cap space, which is huge because as of right now, the Miami Dolphins are sitting at 9.3. You can round up to $9.4 million. So you take the 16.3 and the 9 point. Doug, get it together. 16.3 and the 9.3, and you get $25.6 million in cap space, give or take. It could be off because different people have different numbers, because different things they've calculated for different ways, yada yada. Overall, what I'm trying to tell you is the Dolphins have north of $25 million in cap space as of right now. It's going to go up, right? Hopefully it's going to go up. You know, they can restructure they can restructure Austin Jackson. That'll give him more cap space. Give Steeler a contract extension. That'll get more cap space. Give Aaron Brewer a contract extension. That'll give you more cap space. Give Brooks a contract extension. That'll give you more cap space. We could probably get around $40 million in cap space without touching Tua's contract. And again, if they're like, hey, we really need help here, there, and everywhere, which yes, they do, well, then you can restructure Tua as well and save another $19.1 million and put you up probably around $50 to $60 million in cap space. So the Dolphins can do whatever they want. And like I said in earlier today's video, Cameron Wolf talking about the fact that they might do the same mindset as last year. Hopefully that's just something he heard and that's not what they're actually going to do, because they can do what they want because they can get the money that they want. So we'll see how things pan out. Again, this weekend, you're going to see a lot of moves. And speaking of a lot of moves have kind of already happened. This is the list of releases this week. So you got Devontae Adams, Joey Bosa, Evan Ingram, Tyler Lockett, Darius Slay, James Bradbury, Javon Hargraves, which is interesting, Gardner Minshew, which is interesting. I now add him to Jameis Winston as a backup quarterback I'd love for the Dolphins to grab. I've talked about Gardner Minshew a few years ago when we went out and got Mike White. Jamal Williams, an interesting name you could add to that running back core. Devin Devaney, Dermont Jones, Roy Robertson Harrison, Rayshawn Jenkins, George Fant, and Raekwon Davis. Raekwon Davis should really, you should know who Raekwon Davis is. He used to be a Miami Dolphin. He was a second round pick, all that stuff. Also, the Miami Dolphins have been talking to and trying to go after this gentleman for what? Not him. Not this guy. This guy, he's on the team, unfortunately, still. But the Commanders have officially released Jonathan Allen. Now, by releasing Jonathan Allen, he can sign wherever he wants, whenever he wants. There is rumors per, PF, Pro Football Focus. No, not Pro Pro Football Talk, PFT, that the 49ers are going to be interested in Jonathan Allen. Obviously, the Dolphins were interested in Jonathan Allen for a hot minute, and Omar Kelly even came out and said of the such, which is, they have to. You've flirted with this idea for how long now? This is what Omar Kelly put out because he's a butt. He put this out. Dolphins for years because Commanders and two-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle Jonathan Allen today are being released, yada yada. And he said this was the Dolphins for years because forever the Dolphins were watching Jonathan Allen, trying to trade for Jonathan Allen, would love to add Jonathan Allen. They love the type of player he is. He also came from Alabama with a banjo on his knee. So this is the time where Chris Grier can come out and Chris Grier can do his thing and go get Jonathan Allen. Now, I've heard people say, and I'm probably going to comments below. One, he was injured. Yes, 100%. Two, I've gotten this draft's defensive tackle depth is really deep. One, I said that. Go back and watch my video where I talk about needs. But two, the Dolphins have two defensive linemen on the roster. And Zach Sealer and I don't remember his name. I'll look it up while I'm talking. So they have two. You're not going to get starters out of the draft. It's not going to happen that way. So what is going to happen is you need to add some in free agency. Where is he? He's not even on the active roster. That's what I'm talking about. He's not like I'm looking at their active roster because if I see the name, I'll know it. He's not even on the active roster. And people are going to be telling me, oh, we could get him in the draft. You need to get like 4 defensive tackles. Like there's a lot that needs to be filled in this whole situation. Neil Farrell. Do you know who Neil Farrell is? So Zach Sealer and Neil Farrell. Let me just show you what I'm looking at right now. Remember when I did this? Team needs and kind of where we're at. This is your defensive line, right? You got your linebackers and you got no middle linebackers. This is your defensive line on the active team right now. Zach Sealer, Neil Farrell. That is it. That's it. Look at all these Photoshop things I have over here. Work, baby, work. So go out and get Jonathan Allen. Go out. I named other people that I would like. Jonathan Allen, Levi, I'm not going to butcher his name, from the Panthers. You need to go out and get a defensive tackle as well as draft one. You need a lot. So you've been flirting with them. You've been watching them from a distance. You really want to know, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. Go out and get Jonathan Allen. Will he want to come here? That's the other thing, right? You can go out there and don't overpay. Like, please, for the love of God, don't overpay. But try to get him. And does he want to come here? Have Sealer talk to him. God, listen, man. We could be the next, whatever. Come on down. If I'm Sealer, I'm like, Christian Wilkins played next to me. Fantastic year. Calais Campbell played next to me. Fantastic year. Just come. Come down here, play next to me. We're going to eat. That's what I would do. So comment below. Let me know of the new names that have popped up of the release. There's going to be more this weekend, so you're going to get more videos this weekend. I promise you that. Then we have the tampering period starts Monday. It's going to be crazy town for the next week or so. Then after the tampering period, then after free agency, which again is around the 24th, we're going to start talking draft. So a lot. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you tomorrow, or if news breaks, I'll see you later tonight. But like usual, stay classy. Have fun up.